Hello, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing. Okay. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Is everything okay? Yep, everything looks good. Okay, so today we have the ANBERNIC RG35XX Plus. And this is a bit loud, so I'm just going to turn it down. This is ANBERNIC's newest handheld with the H700 CPU, 1GB of RAM, all this good stuff. The upgraded version of the old RG35XX here. Okay, so full disclosure, ANBERNIC sent me this unit for free. I got it on. I got it today. So they sent me this on Saturday before the release, and it just arrived today. Quick unboxing, usual stuff. I mean, yeah. So I mean, I'm sure you've all seen it. It's just a box. It's got some cables in it. It's got a screen protector. It's usual ANBERNIC stuff. But yeah, so we want to know if it's any good or if it can play any games. Right, so I have the they sent me the 64 plus 128, but I've swapped the 128 with my own games just because I wanted to, just because I had some games I wanted to test myself. So I haven't looked at their big SD card. Just want to check if everything's all right on the screen. Yeah, it looks pretty good actually. Okay, so the first game I'm playing is obviously Soulcalibur for the Dreamcast. There was something a bit strange when I first got this. I started the Dreamcast and everything was in 240p. So it was 320 by 240 instead of the Dreamcast native resolution. And I changed that in the options, and that's the only thing I've changed out of the default setup. So I was playing Soulcalibur and I was thinking, why is this so pixelated? So I think ANBERNIC have probably done that just to keep the speed up a bit, the FPS up. But actually, when I turned it to 640 by 480, which is what you're seeing right now, it's pretty good. Like I think it's okay. So I played through Soulcalibur once, and I think that the FPS is actually pretty decent. You do get a couple of drops down to like 45 sometimes when it misses a frame when it's loading, but Soulcalibur on Dreamcast is pretty damn good actually. I'm pretty impressed for, especially for the price that they're putting this out for. Let's just have a quick play of this, and I'll show you how Soulcalibur is, and I'll also comment on the controls and stuff as well, because there are some changes. There are some quite big changes to the original 35XX. RG35XX, so it's, yeah, there's a lot of changes actually, more than I expected. But I mean, this change right now, which we're seeing, is a great one, like, because we can play Soulcalibur. I mean, that's 60 FPS. It's pretty good. So just watch this in the corner, and then you'll get an idea of how it plays. I think they've probably already, they might have showed it already, you know, in the ANBERNIC official YouTube, but actually seeing it in motion is quite good. Yeah, you see here, there's a quick drop just to 45 then. I don't know if it's loading or something, or, you know, it's, but you, like, you get one stutter before it's, yeah, before it loads into a fight. But apart from that, it's pretty good. Something else I quickly tried was the headphone jack, and that's pretty good. Because the original 35XX had quite a noisy headphone jack. Let's just check the chat for any questions. Got 10 people here. That's good. Taki's gonna punch my face in. So I have it on max brightness, by the way. So I don't know if I feel like the screen is it's a little bit dark, but it's I remember the 35XX was a bit brighter actually. But at max brightness, it's not like blinding me. I can check the lowest brightness in a moment as well. But I mean, in terms of gameplay, the FPS is pretty good. I keep saying that, but I'm really surprised that something this size can do Soulcalibur 60 FPS. Am I going to test N64? So I don't think it comes with an N64 emulator. I did see some like Saturn folders, which was a bit surprising. But I didn't see like an N64 folder, and it's something that they haven't put on the official spec. So I'm actually we can just quickly check if they've put the core in here. Yeah, so I'm using the RetroArch side because it's a bit like the main menu is a bit confusing actually because there's all sorts of things going on in the ANBERNIC menu. Actually, where are the calls? Oh, okay, maybe I'll check that later. The N64 stuff. GameCube. No, you're not going to be playing GameCube on this. It's not powerful enough for that. I'd say that this is not a super suitable Nintendo console. Although we do have NDS, we can check some NDS games later. I guess the main things, the new things are NDS and Dreamcast and PSP compared to the RG35XX original. Okay, we're just warming up with some Soulcalibur while some people get into the to the room, and then maybe I'll even finish this, and then I'll talk more about the hardware maybe later in the stream. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat on YouTube. PS2's PS1 is not PS2. PS1 is fine. I do have some PS1 games. We'll check some of those out later. Does it have dual boot Garlic OS? Yes, it does. But the Garlic OS 2.0 is a little bit limited at the moment because it only goes up to PS1 right now. So I would wait a bit because basically the Garlic is not the Garlic's not ready yet. It works. And it will boot, but it'll only give you up to PS1, so it's not, not quite ready yet. Like you won't be playing Dreamcast on Garlic, for example. Oh, it's a bit dark on the screen, isn't it? Maybe I'm going to bring the light down a bit. Let me just bring the lights down a bit because I think it's a bit blown out on the camera. It's not bad. The shadows are a bit... How can I fix that? Sorry, I'm just trying to fix the brightness a bit because I think it's a little bit dark. Let's try and bring the ISO off a bit. Is that better? Oh, it's a bit too much. Okay, I'm just trying to bring the brightness up a little bit just so you can see better. Okay. Have I already tested the HDMI? I'm afraid I've just got the handheld, so it's a bit. I've literally just played this game, so it's a little bit brand new. It's a little bit new. Okay, I think that's looking a bit better. Right. Let's make sure it's in focus and we're all good. Okay. Plus comes with Wi-Fi, yes, and Bluetooth. Comes with Wi-Fi 5 and Bluetooth 4.2. I think somebody else tested the Bluetooth headphones and said it wasn't working actually. So the Bluetooth is just for the controllers at the moment. Is that picture okay? Is that picture looking okay for you guys? Because I'm just want to make sure that it's yeah, that looks alright actually. Just checking on my phone, sorry. That's why I'm getting beaten up. Oh no. Okay. Alright, I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. Okay, how do the shoulder buttons feel? So, right. So I haven't used the shoulder buttons in this game yet, but they are very easy to press. I'll tell you that. I think they're easier to press than the old version. Like, you can just sort of, yeah, you can move your fingers across it and, like, just maybe accidentally press it. And I think that might be a little bit of an issue if you know, if you really grip the handheld. I mean, when I'm playing it now, I'm putting my fingers like underneath underneath where the shoulders are, so I don't press them by accident. But I mean, in this game, you're not gonna really press them anyway. But I can see maybe some people saying it's a bit too sensitive. The outside ones like these, I can see people saying maybe they're a bit too sensitive. Game Boy Advance, yes, will run easily on this handheld. I mean, we're running Dreamcast right now, and there's no problem. So, well, actually, I should take that back. There's no problem on Soulcalibur. It's pretty damn good, very playable, full resolution. Just a little dip when it loads, but I didn't see anything else like in game. But other Dreamcast games, not so sure, not so sure yet. This is the only Dreamcast game I've tried playing so far. Is it hot at the back? Yes, you know what? It does get warmer than I remember this guy gets. So when I'm playing Dreamcast, it does get a little bit warm on the back. Just cruising rides. Yes, it does. So when you shake it, the shoulder buttons do rattle. They look like they've got more like they move around more than the old one. So I've got the old one here, right? And the old one, they're quite well, actually, they seem more firmer on the back, like they don't move around as much. And I think on the new one, on the Plus, they've made them a bit more, they've put a little bit more movement in them actually. So you might not like that. They do rattle a bit, but even my old one rattled as well. And then even my 353 VS rattled a little bit. This is probably the one that rattles the least, but these buttons were quite hard to a bit harder to press. I actually don't mind the rattling too much. It's just that I do think that some people, they might feel it's a bit too easy to press compared to the old one. I mean, it all depends how you grip it, right? But and I kind of think that making it more sensitive is a bit better, because you know, you're using like that part of your finger to press it. So I don't mind too much, and I guess I need to play like a trigger heavy game before I really say is it good or bad. Because Soulcalibur is not really, I'm not using the triggers much. Could I try Crazy Taxi? Okay, so we tried a bit of Soulcalibur, and I will play some Crazy Taxi. So you can see, whoops. Just give me 1 second, because I just want to check if the picture's all good. I'll just leave Soulcalibur there. And yes, I can test Tekken 6 as well, because Tekken 6 is, I think, is on the card. Okay, yeah, so the picture looks good. Yeah, I just want to make sure, because it's just a little bit, dark on my older streams, and I just want to make sure it's all right. Okay, so yeah, I'm in the RetroArch menu. So this has full RetroArch in by default now, which is quite cool. So we had a request for Crazy Taxi. Do I have Crazy Taxi? Oh, is it on the other card? Okay, so something cool about the operating system now is, okay, so I mean, this is the operating system, and it's it's the same style as ANBERNIC did before, and it's got all the noises, and you can turn that off, of course. Something I do like, I don't remember you could do this, but you can change the you can select which games that you select which card your games come from. So you can even go into 2 or 1. I kind of like that, because I've not seen a handheld which lets you use 2 cards sort of simultaneously. I think that's pretty good, because there's all the games that they gave us on the card 1, and then card 2 is all my games. So I think that's quite cool. Yes, okay, so far we've got Crazy Taxi, Sonic, Tekken 6, PSP. Yep, I'll go through these. RK3566. I don't think this is better than RK3566 still. But I'm not. I need to test it a bit more, actually. I'm not sure. It's like Soulcalibur is running really well. Did they change the D-pad? Yes, they did. Right, so this D-pad has been... it's quite a big change, actually. It's quite a big change. So you can already see, yeah, it's fatter. And someone was saying in Discord earlier, is it fatter or stiffer? The D-pad is indeed fatter and stiffer than the RG35XX, the original. So the original's on the left. I have this in the transparent white color. And then on the right is the RG35XX Plus. You can see straight away, if you're just comparing that, the D-pad is indeed fatter and stiffer. So this one, it does, move around quite easily. A little bit less tension on there. But on the new one, it's a bit stiffer to press down, and it's not as raised, it's not as raised up as the old one. This one goes up a bit more, I feel. Don't know if you can see that. Let me just... So that's the old one, right? That's the old one. The new one. The new one is like, you see, it's the difference. Let's try and do that here. So the new one is slightly raised, I think. Well, it looks a bit similar though. But I do feel like it's stiffer to press. It's It's bigger. You might like, some people might not like that actually, because they might like this style, but let's I mean, I've not played much of it, so I can't really comment. Whoops. Let's get back in focus. I can't really comment much about it, so need to play more. Need to play more, I'm afraid. Edge is softer, yes. This one does feel a bit more. It's like a bit more angular, right? And you can sort of catch your finger on it. This one is definitely softer, more rounded. It's more rounded. Even the actual handheld itself, like the corners have been rounded off, like in the case. Like it's quite a hard edge here, right? And on the case, it's a bit more, yeah, a bit more rounded. Okay, so we're blowing out there. No, we're okay. We're still good. Yeah, we're still good. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, let's go Crazy Taxi. So this game used the shoulders, the triggers a bit more, I think. So let's try it. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, I forgot to play this game. Oh, it's got rumble. Okay, let's get some offspring in here. Right, so this feels definitely not full speed. It feels like it's got some frame skip on. Whoops. So it's not. It's okay, but yeah, I can feel it's not full speed, and I'm gonna blame it on the game now. That's why I'm doing so bad. So maybe that's why we're seeing. Whoa. Yeah, it's a bit. Whoa, my crazy taxi skills are. It's been a real long time since I played this. Oh, is my stream gonna get demonetized or something as well? Because it's got offspring on it. Oh, bloody hell! No, I'll have to like just talk over the offspring just to make sure I yeah don't get a copyright strike. Come on, let's pick someone up. Oh, bloody hell! That caravan just went straight into me. Can I try Virtua Tennis? I think I do have Virtua Tennis, and I love Virtua Tennis, so I'll be happy to play that later. I think because of the stream, right? I'll take one request per person or something like that. If you make multiple requests, I won't be able to do all of them, you know, just from you, and we'll let other people have a chance for their request as well. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, because I think we've got quite a few people here today, so I'm not used to that actually, but we'll see. Okay, the rumble is pretty good actually. I think I'm surprised the rumble's working well. It's like a phone vibration motor, and it's not too aggressive. I think some handhelds they have really aggressive vibration motor on them, and this one is like it's like a gentle a gentle vibration. I think that's not too bad. Okay, let me just scroll up and get some I think Tekken 6 was one, right? Let's move on to Tekken 6. Do I know how to do the Contra test? Yes, I do. So I'll do that in a moment. We'll play some Tekken 6 because they've put that on for us. This game is probably not full speed, right? Because I know that Tekken 6 is a bit heavier than Tekken Dark Resurrection. So with PSP, what they've done is they've put these overlays on, which is, I think it's okay. I prefer to play games like this rather than stretched out, because I feel like when you stretch them out, it just looks all wrong, and I prefer this style. Even though I'm losing some space, I don't mind too much. What's going on here? And this is kind of small to Like, this is really small to read. I can't read these. I can't like make out these portraits. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Okay, so I expect this to be not full speed. Okay, yeah. This is a bit... Yeah, okay. So, here's where we're hitting the limits here. This is 30 FPS. So this will probably work okay with frame skip 1 or something, but it's not... Yeah, we're in slow motion. Yeah. Do I notice the LCD and... not too much, actually. I think that they're pretty similar. Like, the screen and the sound seems pretty similar to the old one. Okay, let's just maybe try and finish this fight, and then we'll move on. Okay. So that's retro. Oh, actually, yeah, that's RetroArch PSP, which is a bit odd. There is a way to get PPSSPP running, but I will try that one in a moment. Let's go Tekken 5, just because that one was a bit of a blowout, because it was low FPS. I'm pretty sure Tekken 5 will be okay. Okay, so this is Tekken 5 now. Where's... I was trying this a little bit earlier, actually. Right, yeah, so Tekken 5 is running... Tekken Dark Resurrection, sorry, is running good. I think it's still... I think it's the same game, Resurrection and 5. Yeah, Tekken 5 was always a bit easier to run than 6. I would play this game on this handheld. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. Speed's good. I mean, I'd rather play Soulcalibur, you know, but I think that this is not too bad. Oops. This game again. Okay. So there was a little bit of FPS drop there, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, next game. Yep, so you got some Tekken. I'll come back to Sonic, but I think somebody else requested Virtua Tennis, so let's go for that. Virtua Tennis. Whoops, is the do I need to bring the... Oh, sorry, man. I think I can bring my volume up a bit. Yeah, sorry about this. Hello. Levels. Yeah, that should be a lot better. Sorry about that. I just realised the levels were really low. Virtua Tennis should be fine. Okay. Okay. Sorry if you had your phone turned up. You'll have to turn your phone up a little bit now. Virtua Tennis. Here we go. Power Smash or Virtua Tennis. Okay. I should go back to those games and play them again with the sound up. Yeah, we'll come back to Sonic if I can find it on there. Oh, that's a bit weird. So I'm going to be Tim Henman because he's from my home country. All right, Virtua Tennis. Let's see. Oh, it's running pretty well. Oh no, did I speak too soon? Yes. I think it's. Has it got some frame skip? It's not quite there. Oh bloody hell. Okay, I need to concentrate if I'm playing this game. Okay, so it's saying 35 FPS, right? But I feel like this is more playable than the Crazy Taxi. Oh. I don't... Yeah. Maybe the PSP version would be better. But this is Virtua Tennis for Dreamcast. Okay. Is this better than RK36? Really? Really? That's crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, I got him. This is I mean, even though it's running at, you know, pretty low FPS, it's still, this is actually pretty playable. More playable than Crazy Taxi was at low speed. There's some odd, yeah, something odd going on with the GPU or something, like some weird, some buggy effects, but I think that one's going okay. Okay, someone else requested, like the video, guys. Yeah, like and subscribe, all that stuff. Sorry about the beginning. I just realised the sound was not high enough, and all the camera was a bit dark before as well. It's all messed up. Anyway, let's go for Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic might be on my other SD card, maybe. Oh, that one. Sonic Adventure Limited Edition. Yeah, this sounds like what you want. Okay. How are the buttons compared to the 35XX? The buttons are quite different, you know. So in addition to the D-pad being stiffer, the buttons are also a little bit stiffer. Like, I feel like these are easier to press, and they've made them slightly, like, I don't know if it's because it's brand new, but it does feel a little bit harder to press than the old one. And even the VS, the 353 VS I have here, this is like really easy to press the buttons. This one also easy to press the buttons, but I think these buttons are a bit small. And then the new one, the Plus, the button is quite a good size, but it's a little bit harder to press, I think. You know what, right, guys? I've got I think Lumpad. I think you could do that. You might want to swap your membranes out. What we're gonna do, right? I've got my calipers. I bought a digital caliper for you guys. Right. So let's get the calipers out before Retro Game Corps does his review. All right. So the button is, I don't know if you can see that. That's 7.8 millimeters. That guy. 7.8, 7.9, 7.8. Let's try this one. This one's oh, I thought this one was smaller, man. Oh, so they're all the same. They just look a bit smaller. Okay, yeah, sorry. They're all 7.8. Oh, that surprises me. Okay. They look. Well, the calipers don't lie, man. The calipers don't lie. 7.8. I can do the D-pad for you as well, because I mean, why not? So D-pad 21.7 millimeters. This should be a bit. This can't be. I'm sure it's a bit. I'm sure it's thicker or smaller. Everything's a bloody measuring the same. So apparently they haven't changed the size. Anyway, let's get on with it. Let's keep going. Yeah, I think it's just round. Yeah, I think you're right. It's just round. They just rounded them out, and they kept the set. They kept like the actual size the same, but they've rounded it out and made it. Yeah, made it. Yeah, made it different. Okay, let's just reset everything. Make sure we're in focus. Okay, so Sonic. I don't know if this was a 30 FPS game back in the day. I don't know. Oops. All right. Is this a bit too bright? How do I turn the brightness down? Oh, okay. So if you hold menu, you can turn the brightness down a bit with the volume keys. That's quite good. Yeah, that should look good for you now. Sorry, I'm turning around because the computer's behind me. The streaming computer's behind me. Organica, was this game 30 FPS on the Dreamcast? I don't remember. I could have sworn it was 60, but I don't know. Okay, so I guess we're getting full speed then. If it's 30, that's okay. That's not bad. Oh, Sonic was missing his face. Oh, what? Oh no. Is it an analog stick game? I think it is, because they haven't mapped the D-pad for you. That's a bit of an issue. All right, that's a bit of a fail, that actually. So out of the box, they didn't map the D-pad to the. Oh, is it? No, it's not. So I think the speed's okay, and probably if you remap the D-pad, it should be good. If it's just a control thing, but that's a bit that's not very good of the defaults actually. All right, so the speed's good, but you'll need to remap the you'll need to remap the controls to play Sonic Adventure. Does this beat the Mini Plus? So I think it does. I think it does actually. The Mini Plus is getting a bit old now, so yeah. Let's try Street Fighter Third Strike. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Right, so do I have anything else to say about this? Oh, we can move on to some PSP games after this. Yeah, we'll move on to PSP just after this one, I think. Because I'm running out of Dreamcast games. Right, so special moves pretty easy to do. Oh, the fireball movement might not be that easy. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I think that the D-pad, like, it's stiff to press, but it's the top is smoother. Like the plastic is smoother, so it feels better than the old one actually. I'll say that, because I know the old one is a bit harsh on your thumb. Whoops. This is not as harsh on your thumb as the 35XX original. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot because I need to pull the special moves off. Oh, the FPS is going down a little bit as well. 47. That's not great. I think if you want to play Street Fighter 3, it might be better to play the arcade version because we're losing a bit of FPS here. I just noticed. Yeah, I agree actually. Obviously, ANBERNIC, yeah, they've got the Arc as well. The Arc's better to play fighting games on. Okay, so Third Strike. I would play the arcade version on this handheld if you need to, because there were a couple of FPS drops there, and I was a bit, yeah, that was a little bit. Somebody's not quite right. Okay, so somebody requested, what was it? The Chains of Olympus. Okay, so let's see how bad it is. I'm not expecting this to be, yeah, I'm not expecting this to go very far, but but we'll do it for a laugh because everyone always asks for Chains of Olympus. All right, so yeah, I mean everyone's gonna try it, but let's be the first one. So Paul JF, sorry, I've just got the handheld today, so I can't I can't comment much on the battery, I'm afraid. So the spec says it lasts 8 hours. I mean, you know why it's doing this, right? I've got a screwdriver here, so let's just check it. Let's make sure it's oh, is it? I've got a screwdriver which is too small. But I was going to check if it was a 3300 milliamp battery, but yeah. Can we skip this? No. JH Ford, okay, I guess it's good. If it looks good to you and it sold you, then that's great. But yeah, I mean this was sent to me by ANBERNIC. I'll say that. It's not an ad or whatever. Like, this is my own stream. I'm not here to you know, shill ANBERNIC all day. Like, they did send me it, but I'm here to do a proper test of this. And I'll show you, you know, God of War. It's not running great. But it's kind of expected, really. I'm not going to expect God of War to run on a $50, $60 handheld. And I can't even play it, I think, because they probably haven't mapped the... they haven't even mapped the analog stick. So, yeah, we can't actually play it either. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to play this, but the... so somebody was saying, what, you get 10 FPS in the RG35XX? Yeah, too much for it. Don't bother playing Chains of Olympus on this. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so one of the games... let's try Grand Theft Auto. I wonder if this runs. Oops. MAME, let's... Yeah, okay, let's have a look at MAME afterwards as well. Oh, this is really quick loading. Okay, the bus is slowing. The bus is pretty slow, but oh, should I not have skipped that? Okay, so Grand Theft. Not quite full speed. It's almost there, this game. Let me try and get into the game and then we'll switch to something else afterwards. Okay, it's not too bad actually. Oh, it's another of these games which they need the bloody analog stick. I'll have to drive in a straight line. Oh. Oh, let me just... Should I just remap the stick? I'll just drive off this cliff. Oh, okay, so there's some adult content here now. Alright, so GTA not working too well. It's almost there, but yeah, not quite. Okay, let's move on to MAME. I'll have to go to the built-in card for that. Okay, so... MAME, okay. So what have they got on MAME? Whoa, they've got so many games here. Whoa, there's a lot of games here. It's a bit overwhelming actually. Oh, I know what I could try. I could try Metal Slug, because I think I got that around. That'll be a good one to try, eh? Metal Slug. Where is it? Metal Slug X. What's the lowest chip that can do... I'm not sure actually. I think the trim UI might be able to do PSP 1 at full speed, but not all of it. Let me think about that, Paul. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, this game plays great. no issues. Kind of expected. Martin, welcome to the stream. I'm thinking it's a reasonable upgrade. I think it's reasonable. It's not like completely. I'll have to try some more PSP games. I think. I like the fact that the Dreamcast is better than I expected. The Dreamcast support. I'm surprised how well Soulcalibur runs. So, I mean, whether that's a value to you, you know, if you want the PSP and the Dreamcast support, and that's important to you, then I think it is a worthwhile upgrade. I'm gonna die here. So that's what I would say. The actual hardware is a bit different from the 35XX, the original, because they've changed the D-pad and they've changed the buttons, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I think I like the D-pad more than the old one, purely because it's a bit more smoother and a bit softer, and that's good, because I thought the original might be a little bit harsh on the thumb, and I like that this one is a bit more softer on the thumb. So the actual hardware, and then you've got your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth support as well. So if it's you'll have to, yeah. There's a couple of updates, and the pricing is good as well. So you'll have to think about if that's value to you. Tetris hard drop test. Okay, I'm not sure what the Tetris hard drop test is. Could you explain that, JCR? I know what the Contra test is, and we'll do that in a moment. Sorry, I just forgot. But we'll clear this boss, and then yeah, we'll clear this boss, and then we'll do that Contra test. I don't play much Contra, so I'm afraid I don't. Yeah, I don't put much value into the Contra test myself, because I'm not a big Contra player. So I don't. Yeah, I don't actually. Yeah, it's not a big thing for me, but yeah, we'll see. I'll try and do it for you guys, because I don't like, you know, accidental diagonals. Okay. Drop it from 15 feet in the air. Okay, so Garlic OS is in development at the moment. So the current build of Garlic for the RG35XX Plus, it only has up to PS1 support right now. So it's still a bit early days for the Garlic, and it is working though. Like it has been released. Okay, so Contra test C. Oh, so the controllers, I probably won't be able to do that, because I'm not sure if I even have two wireless controllers lying around, or Bluetooth controllers. But it does support Bluetooth 2.0. It's not 2.0. I'll just show you where it is. So it's down here, and I'm going to turn that sound off now because it's annoying me. Button sound open. You can turn that off. Okay, so it's annoying the hell out of me. But the Bluetooth settings are just down here. Bluetooth settings, and you can you can enable Bluetooth. I heard that it doesn't work for Bluetooth headphones yet. It just works for controllers. Okay, so let's go for the Contra test. Was it? Oh, where am I going? FC. Contra. Okay. Contra. Okay, Jesse, does which Tetris has a hard drop? Is it the Game Boy? I can't. Is it the Game Boy Color version, or is it the Super Nintendo version has hard drop? I'll do that in a moment, because I do like playing Tetris, but I think I don't play the hard drop versions. Okay, so right, Let's do a Contra. So I mean, you'll have to judge. Like, so it's quite. I don't know, man. Like, to me, that's. I don't know. Like, is that good or bad? Like, I want to move that way. I don't feel like it's accidental. Like, I am going that way, but yeah. I mean, it's not like a. It's not a dumb switch, right? So. What? It failed to test. Okay. Like, is it like you hold down and then you sort of tilt and then it's not meant to move? Okay, okay. Yeah, I think you'll need like a dome switch one for this. Like, to me, it's okay, but I mean, I don't play a lot of Contra, so I wouldn't know. I mean, to me, it's okay, but yeah, I mean, you hardcore Contra players no better than me. Oh. Sorry, I took my well, I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm just bad at Contra. Yeah, you do your electrical tape mods. So I mean, by default they've got like some overlay on this, which is pretty interesting. Okay, how do I get out of this? All right. Okay, Tetris. Is there a hard drop? Is there a game with hard drop? I don't know. Okay, so Paul JF with a question. It's a screw, and do you know what? Let's get a proper screwdriver and then just open it up. Just give me a second. Where's my screwdriver kit? Do I have a 3D printed grip? No, I don't. Okay, so I got a screwdriver. It's just a crosshead Phillips screwdriver. It's not a weird one or anything. It's a bit tight, but it's okay. It just comes right off. Oops. Okay. Yep, so the screw just comes off and hopefully it'll just come out like that. Okay, so that, the battery's... Oh, so sadly you can't read the label on it to see if it's whatever. I'm not going to pull it out, but do you know what? I'll pull it out. I have to figure out how to turn this off then. And we'll just check we'll check that it's 3,300 milliamps. Okay, they haven't got rid of the goodbye screen, which is funny. Okay. So. Alright, let me just get this out. Okay, so the battery comes out like this, and they've put actually a bit of plastic there. Okay, so I can see, so hopefully you can read that as well. So it says ANBERNIC 3,300 milliamps. The cable's just there, and they've got a pad here Don't know what that's for, but yeah, that's how the battery comes out. Pretty standard. It's all good. So that's the cover. Yeah, nothing crazy there. Alright, let me just put this back. Let's just put this back together. Live stream on, what is it? Teardown. I'm not going to do a teardown. Okay, yeah, so just a standard Phillips screwdriver, which is pretty good. They didn't put a Torx or anything like that. Okay, boot test. This is how long it takes to boot. Oops. Okay, so I'm going to press the button now. Oh, did I just break it? Oh, what's going on? Have I just broken my Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, okay. Whoa, that was a bit scary, man. Okay, Mark Duffy. Yes, so I received this from ANBERNIC. They sent me this for review. They actually sent me on Saturday. Saturday morning. So that's very nice of them to do that. Okay, so it's back. So I don't know what the hell happened then, but it wasn't turning on, which is a bit scary. Okay. Yeah. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. ANBERNIC sent me this for free, for review, and this is the first manufacturer which has ever sent me anything. So that's pretty. Obviously I'm pretty excited about that, but on this stream and on all my videos, you're still going to get my honest opinion. They didn't tell me any, they didn't give me any instructions to say, oh, you got to talk about this, you got to talk this, you don't say anything bad, or they didn't say anything like that. So they were pretty cool. And they just said, here's a unit if you want it. They actually asked me what I wanted actually. And I asked them for the, what handheld I wanted. And I just said, oh, could you send me the new one, the RG35XX Plus? And then they said, yeah, okay. So that's pretty cool of them. Okay, so let's. Sorry, yeah, Betan. Sorry, there's no Iron Odin stream today. We've got the new RG35XX Plus. So yeah. Do I have to send this back? So they didn't say anything about sending it back either. So I assume I don't have to send it back. But I can. It's quite useful because it's useful to have one around for comparisons and stuff. How much is the Plus version? So they're selling it on their website for $65 US. I think there is still a discount, like a $6 discount, which makes it very close to the original, the price of the original actually, which is this one here. And it comes out in three colors. So I have the pearl white version. It also comes in transparent black and then a retro version. So it's like retro gray with black and purple buttons. So I like the white one the most actually, and that's the one that they sent me. I'll just talk a bit about the texture of the plastic because it's a bit different from the old one. So the old one I felt like was, or the original, it was a bit more, well, the transparent one anyway, it felt a bit cheaper to be honest. And I think the plastics, yeah, it was all a bit, it felt like a budget handheld. This one, like the plastics, they've definitely improved upon it a bit more. And to be honest, I think this plastic is a bit nicer than the Arc, because the Arc's a bit more, it's still good, actually, it's still good. Now, this one, it's different to, like, if you've used a Miu Mini before, it's definitely different to this, and it's different to how this was. It's like a different type of plastic they're using, which is more matte, and I do like that a lot. Garlic dual boot. Okay, so Garlic, I've got the SD card ready, but I'll have to do that on a different day, because with Garlic, I think this, to be honest, for me anyway, there's not that much point in doing Garlic for this at the moment, because there's no GPU support in the Garlic, and it only works up to PS1 right now. So we need to wait for the Garlic to cook a bit, wait for Black Seraph to do his magic, and hopefully he'll give us things like, N64 or emulators that are not on here, because there's no there's none of that yet. So there's no N64 support at the moment, or there's no I don't see any N64 games in the built-in card that they give you, and yeah, I'm not sure even if it's working or if the core's there. So so it's not there yet. Alistair, I don't know what reviewers do with, I don't know what RGC does with his handhelds. That's quite funny. Mark Duffy, sorry, I'm just reading up with the questions. I'm not sure how long it will take to the UK, I'm afraid. It's usually like a week or something. Does it play Pico 8 natively? So I don't know. Let me try if it, because what I found, right, is they've got two menu options at the here, right, and the game rooms, most of them I don't think use RetroArch, and when you go to the RA game, it uses RetroArch. So I'm guessing the one here in RA game is Fake 8. It's not the real. It's not the Pico 8 that we. The native one. Because when I go to built-in, right? When I go to like the game room, I don't see like any standalone Pico 8 here. So it in the out of the box firmware, I don't think they have it. Let's just bring the brightness up a bit. Okay, so if my sound is okay now, right? So I'm going to go back to the Dreamcast games, because at the beginning of this stream I messed up a bit and I had the sound a bit too low. So I'm going to go back to Soulcalibur again, because I think that's probably the most impressive thing about what they've updated with this, because to get Soulcalibur running at 60 frames per second on such a cheap device is pretty damn good, I think. And I just want to show it because we've got a lot more people in here now. Oops, so let's get the FPS up. I'll be someone different this time. This is going to be like the showcase RG35XX game, I think, because it's running like really well. There's like, you get a minor drop like here and there in when it's loading between fights, a minor FPS drop, but then like in game it's absolutely perfect. It's really nice. Yeah, I'll say this again, right? When I first got this handheld, the Dreamcast was set to 320 by 240 resolution, which made everything like look really, look as you would expect. So what I did straight away was I set it to 640 by 480, which is the actual resolution of the panel of the screen, and it's still, the games still run fine. Like I was thinking ANBERNIC, did that running at half resolution just to make everything run quicker, but actually like this game runs perfectly fine at 60 FPS, 640 by 480. No, the Dreamcast was 640 by 480, I believe, because it had the VGA mode. And oops, let's bring the brightness down a bit. So I think that this is like the native resolution of Dreamcast, wasn't it? Yeah, actually, I do. Let me just maybe finish this fight, and I'll go to PS1 because this is running great. I think this would be my Soulcalibur handheld. I think it's pretty damn good. So yeah, I mean, if this is important to you, and you have the original, and like you really want to play something like Soulcalibur at 60 frames per second, then I think it is worth the upgrade. Okay, let's try some PS1 games, because I know that there was some questions around about enhanced resolution. Virtua Tennis, yep. So Easy Steve 100. Thanks for joining. We did try Virtua Tennis a little bit earlier, and it was running at about 35 frames per second, so not perfect. But I did find it playable. Like it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. It's just yeah, not full speed. To me, it was playable, but it wasn't full speed. Whereas Crazy Taxi, I thought it was running at like 40, and I just think for that game, even though like the FPS seemed okay, I didn't think it was playable because I was just crashing everywhere. Okay, so with Tekken 3, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and find the core options. So where is it? Enhanced resolution. So okay, so you see this option here. This makes the PS1 games run out 2 times. So we're going to try this on Tekken 3 and then see if it runs any good. Because this was a problem. I mean, if you guys know any games on PS1 that have problems running at enhanced resolution, you can let me know. Because I'm not too sure which ones. I mean, I think Tekken 1 is one of the trouble ones, but if there's any more, then you can let me know. At the moment, we're getting close to 60 frames per second, so that's good. Enhanced resolution. Okay, sleepy with a 1. Yes, I will test Gran Turismo right after this. Let's just play a bit more Tekken 3. Need for Speed 3, okay. I may have that game on here, so let's have a look. Let's just get rid of Lei Wulong. But yeah, this is running good in enhanced resolution. I feel like it's perfect actually. This is probably something the original RG35XX couldn't do. Oh, actually, I'm finding the D-pad. I'm having a little bit of difficulty doing the. Maybe I just need to get used to it. But Paul has a lot of quarter circle moves, and yeah, I just need to adjust a little bit to get that going. Is it heating up when doing it? A little bit. It's not uncomfortably bad. Like there's some consoles out there that do have, they do have a heat problem. This one, it heats up, but it's not too bad. I think it's okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try some of these. Where's the training mode? I'll get to Gran Turismo in a moment. I just wanted to try something here. Oops. How many games included? That depends on what you get, to be honest. So if you buy the cheapest option, which I believe is $65, or they have a $6 discount at the moment, you get around I think it's around like 1,000 games or something. If you buy the more expensive one, which is about I think it's $80, then you get an extra SD card, and it's got like 10,000 games or something. So they increase the games a lot if you pay that extra money. But that's up to you. I mean, I usually get the lowest one, the cheapest one. But yeah, ANBERNIC did send me the full model, the 128 model. Okay, so I feel like the quarter circle is a little bit harder to do on this actually. So I'm doing quarter circles, and yeah, it's the quarter circle like left is a bit hard, I think, to do. Forwards is okay. Forwards is okay. So this D-pad, if you're used to the original, it might take you a little bit just to get used to it, because I'm trying to do that move where he does sort of dodges back, and I'm not able to do it that reliably. Forwards is okay. Okay, so Gran Turismo, there was a request here for Gran Turismo enhanced resolution. Okay, so let's go to that one. Does it run God of War? I'm afraid it doesn't. We tried God of War earlier, and we had some issues with it. The God of War for PSP, that is. Okay, so I've got Gran Turismo 2 Sleepy, so that's going to have to do, unless I have it on the other card. So this one. Okay, right. Yep. So we've got Gran Turismo 1, and yeah, let's try that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the menu and just make sure that the enhanced resolution is on. So I'm just going down here. Where the hell is it? Enhanced resolution is on. Okay, so that's enhanced resolution on. Yep. And then I'm just going to turn the brightness up a little bit just for you guys. This looks like a darker game. And then Konyo985 requested Need for Speed 3 with enhanced resolution, so I'll also do that one as well, if we go on the SD card. Okay, so I'm really bad at I'm terrible at Gran Turismo, so I apologize in advance. I'm more of a Ridge Racer player, so obviously, I'm not good at simulation driving. Oh, sorry, Gran Turismo. Oh, crap. Okay. Let's just see if this works. Oh, it actually looks okay. Looks okay. I'll switch to Gran Turismo 2 in a moment. Sorry, that was my bad. Oh, so the vibration is working well. How the hell do I change the view? Okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm really bad at Gran Turismo. Okay, so that gives you an idea of the FPS. Whoa. There's yeah. So Gran Turismo 1 looks like it works perfectly fine with enhanced resolution. There's a lot of cars on the screen, which is good. And the handheld is vibrating like crazy right now, so that's why I'm a bit surprised by what's going on. The vibration is like it's like an old Nokia phone, Like it's not like a controller, you know, like an Xbox controller where it really shakes in your hand, like a DualShock 4 or whatever. It's more like a little Nokia mobile phone in your hand. Okay, so let's go Gran Turismo 2 because that was what actually Sleepy requested. Kinda lazy. Is the D-pad better than the original? So, I don't know. I don't know. For me, I think it is. I think it is better because it's a bit softer on your thumb. I feel like it's a lot more. It's less harsh. I always thought the RG35XX D-pad was a little bit harsh, and this one, because they've made it a bit more rounded, it feels a bit better to me. But then again, right, just now I was having a bit of difficulty with the quarter circles, so I need a bit more time with it, I think. Sorry, I'm just okay. Let me just. Okay, so Sleepy, I'm going to check the enhanced resolution again just to confirm it, because with these settings, they always go on and off, so it's always good to just confirm what the hell you're testing. Okay, so enhanced resolution is still on. Okay, so that's good. Oh, what am I doing? I want like a slow car because I'm bad at these games. Audi TT, there you go. Okay, try the deep. The white model is looking really good. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I like the white model. Okay, so this is Gran Turismo 2 enhanced resolution. Oh, what's happening here? So there was a little dip. There was a dip. Again, the vibration is going. Oh, I'm going to crash into him. Right, to me the music sounds a little bit slow. So, but the FPS counter looks good. Looks good, man. How do I? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's just not quite full speed, but it's all right, I think. Oh, bloody hell! Sorry. Oh no. Oh. Right, so this is the torture test, right? We've got so many cars on the screen. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, right. Okay, so I hope that was a good enough test because I'm rubbish at this. Oh, enhanced GPU. Okay, yeah, I could I could try that one out. I remember that one did give me like a few odd textures sometimes, but let me try it for this. It probably should be fine, right? This enhanced resolution speed hack. Okay, yeah. So with that on, it's yeah, we're pretty much good now, and I don't see the difference, like in terms of any like bad textures or issues. So I think Gran Turismo 2, if you enable that speed hack, we should be good. Yeah, Fluffy Dog. I don't play sims like car sims. I like it when you can like drift around a corner in like a really unrealistic way. Okay, so enhanced resolution with the speed hack on, Gran Turismo 2 is pretty solid. So if you run into those games where it's not quite 60, then you could try the speed hack. Okay, so Yeah, there's copyrighted music everywhere, and you need to watch out for that. I'm not sure how the vibration was on the original. I can't remember it actually, but I feel like the original was a bit stronger, right? Because this one is like as I said, it's like a Nokia phone, which is like like an old flip phone or whatever. It just feels like an old mobile in your hand, which is kind of pleasant actually, because I feel like some of these other handhelds, they're a bit too they're a bit aggressive with they're a bit aggressive with their vibration. So I kind of welcome that. Okay, so I'm trying to find Need for Speed. Sorry, I was moving around, but let me try and find Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit, and it's here, which is brilliant. So we'll try that at an enhanced resolution as well. Fluffy dog. I'll leave that one, Fluffy dog. That question. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, NDS. We'll do some NDS. All right. Yeah, someone requested, I think, Need for Speed earlier, so we'll try that. And Tomorrow Never Dies. I don't know what that game is, but yeah, we'll try that if it's around. How's the screen lamination? I don't know what you mean by that question, but to me it looks as good as any other ANBERNIC handheld, really. And I have many ANBERNIC handhelds. Like it looks like this one. Like it's great. This one I have a screen protector on it, so it might not look as good here, but to me the screen is fine. It's very good. Would I recommend buying these or a deck OLED? I don't know. Kind of lazy. If you want to spend what is it, $550 US dollars versus $65, then that's up to you. Yeah, I think it could be stuck. Let me try turning off that enhance resolution hack. That could be it, but and then restart. But that would be a shame if it's just stuck. Oh, where am I? Core options. Oops. Where is it? Let me try this turned off and then just restart it and see if it works. Oh, they had some BIOS. Okay. Let's just try it one more time and then I'll see. Joe, yeah, I kind of agree. The Miu Mini Plus is a bit more, is looking a bit obsolete, actually. Oh, we got something. Is it? Okay, we'll give this a few more, like a minute or something. See if it loads. Yeah, I mean, I have a Miu Mini Plus here, and it's... I do like the Miu Mini Plus because of the software is very good. But I think that, once this gets started with the custom firmware, like there won't be much stopping it, because it's a really good... it's a really good like starter handheld. It's one that you would want to buy for someone's for like a first handheld. It's really good. Okay, so I think Need for Speed 3, I'm afraid it's not going, so we'll try 007. Yeah, Joe, I completely agree. Like, if you need something like a bit smaller, then Miu Mini is good choice. But the and also the Onion is good. Oh, do I not have 007? Yeah, I don't think I have 007. If you give me okay, just give me a second. I'll try the other SD card. If I can find it. All right. Okay, just give me a moment. Yeah, so usual ANBERNIC style, you have two SD card slots. But something, I mentioned this earlier on the stream, but something I really like about the ANBERNIC stock firmware is that Let me just reboot it just in case. It lets you choose between like games on the TF1 or games on the TF2. I really like this because like even some of the custom firmwares, they don't have this feature. Or maybe ArcOS has it, but I think Gelos doesn't have it. And yeah, this it's quite nice to be able to use both SD cards for your games rather than just one, and select it just in the menu as well. Do I get hand cramps with do I get hand cramps with playing vertical form factor handhelds? I've purposely only bought 3.5-inch vertical handhelds because when I got my first one, I felt like this is probably the limit for me in terms of size. So I'm okay. I'm okay with this kind of form factor and you know, with the shoulders on the back and all this stuff, and I don't get hand cramps. But I like, yeah, I've this is my limit. This is my limit. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, this is my limit in terms of size. I couldn't play like a Mio Mini 2.8-inch, for example. I think that would be way too small for me. The only handheld which has given me some hand issues, I'd say, is the KTR1. Like if I play that for a long time in the D-pad position, like down here, I think the KTR1, the D-pad is a little bit too low down and on the edge of the handheld. But anything else, I've been okay actually. Okay, would I say it's better than regular 3.35XX? So for me, like if you value the Dreamcast, some Dreamcast games, like it's not going to play all the Dreamcast games. If you value stuff like Soulcalibur and some of the, you know, Street Fighter or that Sonic Adventure just now, there's some of the games that are working in this setup, because remember the Dreamcast, it had an analog stick. If you value those games, then I think that this is worth it. If you don't value Dreamcast games too much, then it's probably not worth it actually. It's probably fine. You know, if you're just happy playing NES games and, you know, Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive games, then it's probably not worth upgrading really. And, you know, you like playing 8-bit or 16-bit games. So, yeah. Right, so I'm feverishly trying to find 007, but I think even their SD card doesn't have it as well. So do you know what? For 007, I'm gonna put it on. Oh, is it? No, it's not there. I'm gonna write that down, and then we'll do a full video about that one, because it's missing, isn't it? It's missing from all these. So we'll find where James Bond is hiding, and then we'll test it. Yeah, so and for me, like this handheld, it does some PSP as well, and I'm like, for me, PSP is not that important for me because it's a 3.5-inch display, and I feel like it's a bit hard to play. It's a bit small to play those games on this this handheld, and yeah, it's just a bit small, isn't it? Because like it's going widescreen, it's going even smaller than 3.5-inch. So for me, like if you, it's like it's not a PSP handheld, but there will be some PSP games that work for it. So if you're okay with stretching the screen, then yeah, fine, go ahead. I think that's all right. What's going on? What am I trying to find? NDS. Okay, so we were going to try some NDS games. Sorry. We're getting a lot of requests here, so I know there's a lot of people here. Oh, they have Need for Speed Underground too. Okay, well, what did I want to try? There was a game that I wanted to play on NDS. Sorry, I'm flicking around all these SD cards and stuff. Metroid Prime Pinball, maybe? Or turn-based games, okay. Final Fantasy 3. Let me maybe try that. Oh, it's in Japanese. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to quit out of this one because it was in Japanese. Oh, it's running drastic, which is quite interesting. Okay, let me just swap back to the my SD card. Sorry about that. Okay. So I did have some NDS games on it. What's going on? NDS, where is it? Oh, okay, so NDS is not there, it's on here. Alright. Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, so if you get drastic, you have to deal with the smallest, I can't even read that, the smallest text in the world. Sorry, this text is like so small. I need to keep it. I need to like bring it to my face to read it. Okay. Right. So we're gonna try this. So you've got some options here. You can do that, and you can do that, which is pretty useful. That is damn useful, actually. And they keep it on the shoulder buttons, which is very good. So you can swap between the touchscreen, and you can also swap between like having a dual screen, and you can swap between the orientation. So that's all within reach. So that's pretty good. Now I need to... Okay. Yeah, Paul. So on their operating system, you can just hot swap them. So I was rebooting before, but yeah, apparently you can hot swap them. It's pretty good. Do the shoulder buttons? Okay, so do the shoulder buttons hit the table when you? No, I believe that's something they improved. That's something they changed. So like, if you imagine, maybe it's like here. So the shoulder buttons. They touch they're touching the surface, right? Don't know if you can see that on the old one, but they changed that on the new one, I think. Yeah, they've changed it. You can see it's just, you can see it's no longer, there's like a lip, whereas the old one they come out, don't they? Yeah, so that's answering your question there. I'm really sorry if I missed any questions because the chat's moving pretty quick, and I'm not in focus. Yeah, I'm in focus now. Yeah, so I'm really sorry if I missed your questions. If you think I missed your question, then you just drop it in the comments, and then I'll try and answer it later. Alright, this looks a bit... Is this bloody frame skip on? Like, this is working... This is working fine, but it feels like frame skip's on. Sorry, I'm just going to check. Yeah. Okay, so they had frame skip on by default. So yeah, with ANBERNIC, right, it looks like they've put some defaults just to make everything run smoothly. But things like frame skip 1 or you know, putting the resolution down for the Dreamcast, they've just prioritized, you know, making things run smooth. So if you need to, you know, if you want to just check the, you know, if you're using the stock firmware, make sure you check all of the like frame skip options or the resolution options. Make sure everything's on what you want. This is running perfectly. So I'm not sure what was like the hard to run NDS games, but this one is one that I would, want to play on this, and it's running good. And I've just lost my big Mario, but we're just gonna finish this stage. Okay, I'm just gonna try and keep up with this chat now. So, Super Robot Wars. I don't know about that. Super Robot Wars. Okay, Garlic OS 2.0. Yeah, so I was talking about Garlic earlier. The Garlic 2.0 that's just come out is a bit uncooked because you can only play up to PS1 at the moment. So I don't actually recommend you go for Garlic yet because they don't have the full range of systems yet. The stock OS, the operating system, the ANBERNIC operating system that comes with this, it's going to run faster. It's got something called hardware acceleration, so it's using like the full power of the hardware right now. Whereas Garlic OS is not doing that yet because they're not quite there in the development yet. So I would recommend that you stick with the out of the box emulators first, and then wait a bit more for the Garlic 2 to come. To answer your question about Garlic OS, when the Garlic is ready, it should improve everything about the system basically. So the biggest thing you'll see is the menus are a lot easier to navigate, I think. And then you'll get better performance in the games, better battery life, hopefully. And then you'll also get access to more systems. So like for example, we might see N64 in the future, whereas right now there's no N64 support out of the box, which is kind of fine because it's not, really, I don't know if it's meant to be an N64 system yet, but that's something, that's something that Garlic OS will definitely have. And once Garlic OS is there, they can add more, add way more systems and improve the performance. How's the minimum brightness? Okay, let's try that actually. That's a good question. So you can hold menu and go and press the down key. So that's the lowest brightness. And what I'll do for you guys is I'll just turn off the lights. If I just balance that on a, it's not balancing. I'll balance it on an old. That's not going to work either. Okay, so I'll just turn off the lights and then you can see. Right, so that's how dim it gets. I don't know if does that play well on the screen. Like it's still a bit. To me, it's okay. It's okay. I've seen handhelds which are dimmer than this, but it's not like. I think it's okay. Not too bad. There was something I could try actually. So. Right, so here's an example of the screen quality. So I don't see any light bleed on my unit, which is quite nice actually. I don't see any like odd patches or anything like that. I think the light bleed is really good. Well, the lack of light bleed is good. I think that's quite good actually. Like there's no. Yeah, if there's zero light bleed, I think, unless I'm seeing things. All right, I'll turn the lights back on. Okay. Down a little bit. Okay, what would totally break it? GameCube. That's not happening. There's no GameCube emulators on this. GameCube is certainly not happening on this. Whoops. A bit too bright. The power indicator is here, and I think there's a charging light here as well. The HDMI slot is the same as the old one. I think it's a mic. I think it's a mini HDMI. It's the same type of cable that you got in the old one. Down here you have your power, your USB-C for power, 3.5mm jack here. I'll say something about that in a moment. Volume up and down, power button, reset button, 2 TF slots, and then you can see like the biggest change, the biggest sort of outside change is to the back. Whoops. Let's try and get this in. Whoops. My camera's going to fall down. So yeah, biggest change is the triggers and the removable battery pack. You can see that there. Yeah, so I tested the 3.5mm output earlier, and I'm really happy to say, right, for once, well, I don't know actually, but ANBERNIC have not effed up the 3.5mm jack. This is really good. It's really clean. I think it's a problem with the RK3566 handheld and this one. They have like a little bit of a noise in the 3.5mm jack, but this one does not, and it's quite it's very refreshing actually, because normally it's something that they get wrong. Like even Power Kitty's got it wrong as well. Like in the cheap handhelds, the 3.5mm jack is just trash, and it really annoys me. With this handheld, it's quite clean. It's very, very clean and sounds good. So I'm really happy with that. Because I use wired, I use wired headphones still, and I don't use Bluetooth headphones that often. And yeah, that's quite cool. How do I get that? There's not much space. So earlier I almost broke the device by taking out the by taking off the battery cover. I'm not sure what happened, but I couldn't start my. Well, maybe I was just being stupid, but yeah, there wasn't much space inside. I saw. Lucy Kaide, I haven't tried with Bluetooth headphones, but I did hear there was a Chinese review, and they said that the Bluetooth didn't work for headphones. It only worked for controllers. So I'm sad to say that it probably doesn't work right now. Might need to wait for like a Garlic OS, like a custom firmware to get that working. Okay, Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam. Okay, that sounds like might be worth trying. So bear in mind that if it's got touch, it probably will work very well, and all you know, they might be a bit difficult to play. So Tony Hawk Downhill Jam. I'm gonna just see if it's on the other SD card. Is it comfortable to play PSP games without the joystick? So some of the PSP games we tried today just didn't let me move at all. So so it's a bit that was a bit disappointing. So you'll need to get into some remapping and stuff. Nintendogs. So do we even have Tony Hawk? Sorry, I don't think we have Tony Hawk today. That's another one we'll have to try in a later test, I think. And Nintendogs, I think this is not the ideal Nintendogs machine, because let's just check that again. What am I doing? Because there's no touch support. There's no touch screen. Yeah, I don't see any. I don't see any. I don't see any. What do you call it? I've forgotten what you're asking for now. Downhill Jam. Okay. Yes, I was fully charged when I started, so it's gone down like one blob. So the battery is quite good. Yes, Garlic OS can run on this. Yes, it can. So right, something which I was working on earlier in the week was a list of games that work without or that play well without the analog stick. So I have a Google sheet which I started for the Dreamcast, and you can. I'll add like the PSP to that one as well, but basically we can try and make a list of games which work well, without the analog stick. It's going to be a bit hard because there's so many games to test, but I tested all of the Dreamcast games, so I do have that list for Dreamcast, but for the other systems I don't have it just yet. Let's just play something else. NDS. Advance Wars. There's a pen here in the way. Okay. How's the shoulder buttons compared to the old model? So I feel like they're more sensitive. The old model, you had to press down a bit to activate it. I feel like the new one is like you just have to sort of feather your finger on it and it will activate. Whereas this one, you need to put a bit more pressure. They both, like, I have the old one, on the left here. They both still rattle around like the shoulder buttons, which it's not, to me, I don't mind it too much. Like, it's not a big deal for me, but I know that it annoys some people that it rattles, but it does still do that. The ergonomic shape is good. I think it's a good change. But yeah, the main thing is the main thing is that the pressure that you need to put on the buttons to press them is quite light, I think, compared to the old one. So that might be a factor if you tend to grip it by the triggers. Like I grip it quite low down, and I'm quite light-handed or light-fingered on it. So I don't think I would be activating the buttons by mistake. But if you find that you might do that, then it's possible. It's possible that you might find it. You get some accidental presses, and that might not be a good thing. Okay, so we're playing Advance Wars here. Dual Strike, I think it's called. This one's working all right. So with DS emulation, you can zoom into a screen. You can make the screens go left and right, to horizontal and vertical, sorry, and then you can swap it between like that. I think that's quite a good feature. Yeah, so Joe, what I was saying earlier, right, is if you don't value those new systems that are coming to the Plus, so if you think like, oh, I don't need to play Dreamcast games, or I don't need to play the NDS or PSP, then I think it's probably fine to just stick with the old one. But if you want to play some Soulcalibur, for example, on Dreamcast, then this is a great device to play it on. I was playing Soulcalibur just earlier in the stream, and I think it's really good. I think it's like the speed is good, and the controls are good for it as well. I had a lot of fun with Soulcalibur. But if you never had a Dreamcast and you don't care about it, then you're probably not that interested in this then, and it's not for you. Or if you're looking for something, you're looking for GameCube, or you're looking for something like super advanced. Also, it's not for you as well. This is a budget handheld. Like, most people who buy this are probably going to be their first one, right? It's probably going to be like a starter one, or like a good stocking filler. For someone who likes old games but they've never had a device like this before. This is like a really good option for that. If someone's never seen one of these before and you give them this, they're going to be blown away, to be honest. And the pricing is pretty good. Okay, so is the D-pad any different from Umut E? So yes, I was saying earlier in the stream, the D-pad is different. It's a bit more like it looks a bit thicker, doesn't it? Like straight away you can see it's got a bit more heft to it in terms of like the actual area that you're pressing. And I like the new one better because for me, when I was playing the old one, I felt it was a bit harsh on your thumb. And I think with this one, they've made the plastic a bit more softer and they've rounded out the corners a bit. And I don't know if you can see that on the stream, but it's got like a little second sort of level now. So it's like a bit more rounded on the edges. Whereas this or the old one was a bit more harsher on your fingers. So when you're playing fighting games or you're doing like circular movements on it, I would feel like I'm not going to get like a blister on it on the old one, but you know, I would feel it was you know, rubbing on my thumb. Whereas the new one, it's quite good on your thumb now, I think. They've changed the height of the D-pad as well, which I'm not sure I like or not, because I kind of liked like it was quite raised on this one. So they've made it a little bit lower, and I think that makes it a little bit harder to control actually sometimes. But it's like, I think the softness of it actually makes it better. So I am liking this D-pad a little bit more, even though that this, you know, they've given us something, but they've also you know, some things are better, but then some things are a little bit worse. So it's a bit, yeah. Hadoukenable and Shurikenable. Yeah, so I agree with that. I was playing Street Fighter earlier and I could do both the moves okay. I was having a little bit of trouble with the opposite side though, I would say that. GTA Chinatown Wars, I don't think I have that around, so I'll have to get to that later. D-pad issues, so I don't know if you were referring to like the diagonals. So I think the diagonals are the same. That's what people were saying earlier when I was trying to do like the Contra test, they call it. So for me, I don't really know about the like, I don't play much Contra. And for me, I kind of like this D-pad because I play, you know, mostly like fighting games or driving games and things like this, like platform games. I'm not really like a Contra player, so I can't speak too much to that game, so I'm not too sure about it. Or did I just get killed? I don't know. All right, so sorry. Let's get back to this game because I'm answering a lot of questions here, but I think that this game is working pretty well, and it plays without any touch controls, so it's like, I think that's probably the reason why they loaded it on here. Okay, Lucy, right, full disclosure, ANBERNIC sent me this device, and they sent me it on Saturday morning, just before the release, and I received it today. So yes, it is a review unit, 100% full disclosure. I got this unit for free from ANBERNIC. I use Punch-Out to test Anthony Martinez. I kind of recognise that name. Are you from Retro Dodo or something? Anyway, oh, is it? There's another Anthony who's from Retro Dodo. Punch-Out. I probably do have Punch-Out Super Nintendo around. You know what? Let's switch. I'm not really concentrating on this game anymore, so I'll switch out the game because yeah. Anyway, Advanced Wars looks like it works fine. Let's just say. Okay, let's try something completely different. Okay, CPS 1 Pico 8. So, all right, maybe I can give you another tour of the. Maybe I can give you another tour of the operating system. So, I mean, it looks like the old one, the RG35XX one, but I think they've enhanced it a bit. So first of all, I mean, they've kept the weird sound as well, but I've turned that off. They've got two options now, which is called Game Rooms and RA Game. So if you ever want to use RetroArch for anything, you can go into the RA Game section. But then Game Rooms is like standalone, so you'll have like PPSSPP in there. You'll have Drastic in there. You'll have all of the like external emulators, as it were, in there, and they've got their own. I think they've got their own like menu system in there as well. So, but if you want to just purely go into RetroArch, you can you can use the RA game. Our review units typically kept or returned. So Lucy, like, I'm not sure because this is the first time. I mean, they haven't asked for it back yet, and they haven't asked me to send it back when they sent it to me. But this is the first time that any manufacturer has ever sent me anything. So I'm really grateful for their, for them sending it over, and especially before it was actually released, they sent one out, and it's quite generous of them. Yeah, like you said. But yeah, it was, if I had to give it back, well, these are actually mine. So this is my friend's, my friend lent me this back just for this review actually. So this is not mine, but this is mine, this, RG353VS. And up to now, any handhelds that you've seen on my channel, were bought by me. This is the first handheld that the manufacturer has actually given me exclusive access to, early access to, which is really nice. Okay, alright, that's a good one actually, because I think I've got that game. Okay, yeah, I don't know if they'll ask for it back. No problem, Fluffy Dog. I really like doing. I enjoy doing these streams, and it's good because I'm able to give you my honest opinions of what I think about the device. I'm not. It's not like some prepackaged video. You're just getting, like, I literally got this today, so you're getting my raw, unfiltered impressions of what this is right now. Yeah, so. That's why I kind of like the live stream format sometimes. Okay, RG35XX Plus or RG353V? Okay, which one is better? This is very difficult actually, because if you, I mean, obviously you got analog sticks, and it looks like the 35XX Plus is like a bit more powerful, but I need to test this a bit more, but Soulcalibur runs really, really well, and some Dreamcast games like run well on the 35XX Plus. So we need to do a bit more testing, but I mean, you do have that, you do have those analog sticks on the 353V, and you also have Android as well. If that's a big deal for you, maybe you really like Android. And this is a bit more expensive, right? It's about what, $20 more or something, so 25, 30, a bit more. So yeah, that's another factor. This is like $65 on ANBERNIC.com right now, and maybe on AliExpress you can get some coupons or something. I think that's very, very reasonable for what they're delivering here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, retro achievements. Somebody asked about that. Yeah. So I will try retro achievements in a moment. I need to log in to my retro achievements account, but let me do that after we just play some Mario Kart DS. Lucy Cardiff, thanks very much for your comment. That's very kind of you to say so. I've been doing a lot of these streams recently, and I'm getting a lot more subscribers, and even ANBERNIC have sent me one over. I think that's quite a big milestone for this channel, so that's pretty cool. Thanks very much. And I've just completely missed that power up. Anything worth upgrading for, like I mean, it's a lot of like little things together, right? It's the Plus model after all. Whoa. So it is like a, I wouldn't go so far to say it's like a, like a useless update or like a very incremental update. It's actually more substantial than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, the value of the upgrade, I guess, is up to you. If you value those Dreamcast games or PSP, being able to play PSP on this or this kind of thing, or those, like, there's better performance for PS1 as we saw, like Gran Turismo 2 was running quite well and in the 2x resolution. So there's all sorts of things which they kind of add up. Maybe like by themselves they're not like much of a big deal, but you're getting all of the upgrades together, so it's actually not too bad. I think it's better than I expected, because I was kind of thinking it could be a bit incremental, but actually it's not too bad. Okay, we'll just finish this and then we'll try some retro achievements. I might have to do that off camera because I'll need to put my password in. Or maybe I'll have to do that later because yeah, running out of time. Okay, well, Mario Kart DS is running really well actually, and do you know what? I think this is a game which let's use let's try and do a bit more shoulder button action. I think that the fact that the shoulder button is a bit lighter to press, I think I kind of like that now, because I remember the old one, or even the 353V, the shoulder button's a bit stiff, so I kind of like that these are a bit more lighter to press. Okay, let's just get over some questions. Between this and the Miyoo Mini Plus, what do I think? Yeah, if you want so the Miyoo Mini Plus is smaller than this guy. So I mean, it wins, like the Miyoo Mini Plus wins a bit in terms of portability. But this one is looking like it's blowing out. Gonna blow the Miyoo Mini Plus away in terms of power, because we can play like Dreamcast games. Yeah, a device review is an advertisement. Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, like, it's kind of awkward, isn't it? Because like they send you this for free, but they're sending you, I'm getting like early access to this, so it's yeah, it's and I want to show this off for you guys and give you the good points and the bad points as well, because there's some points, the Dreamcast and the PS1 performance is not perfect, and PSP performance definitely not perfect as well. For me, like, if I wouldn't buy this for PSP, for example, that would be one sort of comment I would make about this, even though that's a big sort of flagship thing. Like for me, I don't like stretching PSP games or making them look fitting the screen. For some people, that's perfectly fine, so that's fair enough. Things I do like about this is, we can play some Dreamcast games, and we've got those, like, I think even the original it had some issues with some PS1 games, right? And we got those all sorted. So, I think it's fair to be able to review this in advance. Okay, let's go with some different games now. Yeah, I don't know, right? Am I a reviewer now? So because I got a device up front, I guess I am. Yeah, it's true, Lucy. Like, if the product sucks, right, I'd just be sitting here saying it was brilliant, and it clearly clearly is not. I mean, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? I don't know how to handle it yet. I don't quite know how to handle it. Why the hell did this chip not go into the Ark? That's an interesting point. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Okay, I'm gonna try and pick one more game, maybe for the last try. Oh, why didn't it get into the Powkitty RGB30? I think that's what some people might be saying. Yep, it's completely live review. No script. No, it's just me talking rubbish for an hour or whatever. I hope ANBERNIC send me the next one. I hope someone else sends me one. Or maybe I'm a liability. Maybe I'm a liability to the companies. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm gonna say this for my channel. You know, I'm not gonna change the way I'm reviewing anything for if a company asks me to. It's not good, isn't it? Just gotta be honest with yourself. I'm not gonna shill some company for money. If they got a bad product, then they got a bad product. I'll say so. Oh, it's first. So for me, right, I really like this game, but the screen is a bit small for this game. For sure. Because you need to be a bit precise with where the bullets are going and stuff. Like it's running well. It's actually running better than the Powkitty RGB30, which is really surprising. But unfortunately, the screen is a little bit small to be able to dodge these bullets. And yeah. Sleepy One. I'm in Asia, so I'm able to get the console quickly. Oh, I live near ANBERNIC. Oh, yeah, that wasn't happening. So yeah, I mean, I played this game on the RGB30 and like I found it easier because the screen's bigger. So I mean, you can play this game, and if I was probably if I pushed this to my face and I was able to see the bullets, I'd be able to do a lot better. But the speed is not bad on this. It's actually better than some of the other handhelds, which is surprising. Okay. Paul J with a question. Do I feel like emulation handhelds should start to have faster charging? I don't know quite what that means. Maybe if they have... I think because they're using like these random, you know, CPUs that they find off the back of a van. Like maybe the motherboards, they don't support like fast charging or something. And if you put too much battery in them, they just explode. So might not be good. So it's only if you notice, right, it's only the newer handhelds which have fast charging, like Odin 2 or Irony or Pocket Air, for example, all these ones. Like these are just sticking to like a lower voltage. Would it be safe to charge this in a fast charging brick? I would just use a like an iPhone charger, or like a like a old one or something, like a normal one. 5 volts? 5 volts, 1.5 amps. I think that's what they're recommending. I'm sorry, I don't speak Korean. So yeah, 안녕하세요. That's all I know. Okay, let's finish the stream with a quick unboxing. So yeah, this is the box. This is the box. I mean, you've probably seen it in ANBERNIC's official video. You don't get much inside. You just get the bags and stuff. You get some wipes. You get a screen protector, and then you get a manual, and then you have a USB-C to USB-A cable over there. So nothing really that exciting in the box. On the bottom, they just tell you what color it is. So there. There is something else I can show you actually. So ANBERNIC, they sent me the case as well. So this is the same case as the RG35XX, the original. So the case is pretty good. I mean, it's got the indentation for like the shoulder buttons and stuff. So it's quite a nice case. Yeah, it's fine. It's good. I don't know. I think it's like $10 on the website if you want that as well. I mean, I've got a lot of these already, so because like every single handheld I buy, it seems to get a case with it. So that's what the case looks like. Okay, time how? Oh yeah, Jess. So Jess, yeah, I can do that. Let me just quit this game. I've just seen your message. Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we'll see how long it takes to shut down. Yeah. So they've kept the goodbye message, which is funny. I've said that before, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna. Maybe the best way to do this is for me to turn off the lights, and then you can see the screen coming on. Okay. Right, so the power light is at the top. You'll see that come on. So I'm pressing it now. It's also a light bleed test. Okay, so I didn't time that, but I guess JCR, you can see how long that takes just by rewinding it back in YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if the clear one, like the light is quite, I don't know if you can see that, but the light is not that bright on the top. There's one on the right which is green, and then there's one on the left which is for charging, and the left one is orange. Okay, around 30 seconds. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a day now. I think I've been streaming for about 2 hours. Is it? Let's just turn the lights back on. So yeah, oops. I was planning actually to drop like a review video, but I didn't have time at all to do something like that. So it just became a live stream, which I normally do, like an Rivals stream. Okay, so let's put the game of the day on. Oh, maybe let's put something else on. Let's try and be a bit different. I need something to prop this up to give it a good angle. Yeah, it's just fully. Is it dim enough to play in the dark? So okay, so someone asked that earlier, and I think it's reasonably dim for the darkness. It's okay. Okay, Anthony. You know what? You've because you've said Punch Out so many times. I'll give Punch Out a play. If I can find it. Punch Out. This one, right? Is it Mike? It's Mike Tyson's Punch Out, right? So I'm probably crap at this game. Where is he, Mike? There he is. Oh, okay. So they've put an overlay on this, like a like a effect TV on it. Oh, okay. So I'm not good at this game. There was I had my good university friend. Shout out to I won't say his name. But anyway, you know who you are if you're watching. You asked me for a Miu Mini a while ago, but oh god, he used to love Punch Out, and yeah, I'm not gonna Punch Out. How do you? Oh, is he gonna do this? Okay. Oh. That's how good I am at Punch Out. Oh, come on. I'm better at Super Punch Out. I'll say that. Oh, I dodged something. Oh, oh, come on. Oh man. Can this ANBERNIC run N64 games? So I've got a feeling it can, but the software doesn't support it yet. I think when Garlic comes out proper and they really get this going, I think it will be able to run N64 games. Because it wasn't the original able to get like something, but like low FPS. Anthony, it's probably not a good way to test the D-pad for me, because I'm rubbish at the game. Oh, this guy, man, keeps coming back. Oh. Oh. Up on the D-pad for face punches. Okay, okay. Oh, I punched his mouth off. I punched his jaw off. His teeth out. Oh. Oh, this guy keeps getting up, man. Okay. Okay, and with that, I will call it a day. So thanks very much for joining. This is the RG35XX Plus. Yes, it is. I'll be sitting in the chat for a moment, just to clear up, because I need to get the timestamps on there. But yeah, thanks very much for joining the stream. It's great to see so many people joining. And full disclosure, yes, I got this from ANBERNIC for free to review. It's the first time it's ever happened to me that a manufacturer has actually sent me something, so quite excited about it. But yeah, I hope that this stream at least gave you some honest reactions, honest opinions about what the RG35XX is all about, plus the Plus version. And yeah, it's been a great stream. Thank you very much. And I will be in the chat for just a moment just to sort things out. But yeah, let's thanks very much. Yep. So before I sign off, so like, let's go through some of these names. Fluffy Dog, thank you. Lucy Kade, thank you. Retro Live Stream Studio, thanks for watching. Spengler, sorry, Spengler Mihaly, Mark Duffy, this Korean person, thanks for joining. So I'm sorry I couldn't reply to any of your messages. Paul Jason Flores, welcome back. I've seen you here before, so thanks very much for being a subscriber. Anthony Martinez, JCR, Sleepy, who else? Let's just scroll up a bit more. Freaks305, thank you very much. Someone with like a Cyrillic, is it? Name? Eastern European name. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. Joe, thank you very much. Heather Murphy, thank you very much. Ahmed Naquib, thank you. Yep, so anyone who watched the stream, thanks so much for joining. Big ups to the Korean person, yes. If there's anything that I missed, yeah, thank you, Maria Lynn as well. Pedro Marquez, thank you. If there's anything I missed or I didn't, I missed out in the chat, you just leave a comment down below and I'll try to get to your request and test the game out or whatever your request is. Thank you very much. M&B Games. M&B Games. You'll have to rewind backwards, I'm afraid. Yeah, sorry that you... Oh! Super chat from Anthony Martinez. Thanks so much. Unbelievable. Thanks a million. Well, thanks for 5. Brilliant.